Hello there folks, my name's Steven and today we're going to compare the Weatherby Mark V Backcountry 2.0 Carbon against the Christensen Ridgeline. Let's get things started by taking a look at the Weatherby Backcountry. It has a 3D hex recoil pad that's like webbed pattern, very stiff. Fortunately, this one doesn't deform like the first variant did when you would store it on its buttstock. Have had zero issues with this recoil pad. It's extremely lightweight. Then it features a Peak 44 hand-laid carbon fiber stock, and that company is owned by Weatherby. Has a sling swivel stud here at the rear. Relatively traditional stock, but a little bit fatter palm swell. Feels great in the hand. All metal, bottom metal. This one has excellent graphics on the bottom here of a topo map. Metal trigger guard, and utilizes a floor plate. This is a 6.5 RPM, and so it has a 4+1 capacity. Skeletonized tactical bolt knob, features a 54-degree bolt throw, and the 6-lug Mark V action. To release the bolt, you're going to push in on that trigger. The bolt itself has deep, full spiral fluting throughout. 6 locking lugs, plunger ejector, and Socko-style extractor. When I first got this, it ran a bit rough in the action. The bolt ran a bit rough in the action, but it smoothed out over time, so it's not too bad. Features a Mark V receiver. This one's Cerakoted. You can get it in a titanium version, which is lighter. Has a integral recoil lug that is part of the receiver, which I love to see, and it's spot bedded in the front into this stock. And it features pillar bedding as well, which is excellent. Has a 2-position safety. When the safety is on, it locks the bolt in place. Comes with a TriggerTech curved blade field trigger, which is adjustable down to about 2.5 pounds. Excellent single stage trigger, breaks clean and crisp. Has a fully free-floated carbon fiber wrapped barrel, front sling swivel stud, and the grip on the front of this is about average. It's not super narrow profile, but it's not overly fat either. Depending on the caliber, it comes in different barrel lengths. This is a 24-inch barrel, not including the muzzle brake. And it features a 5/8 by 24 thread pitched, and it comes with a Cerakoted radial muzzle brake. I believe this one comes in at a weight of 5.9 pounds, has an overall length of 46.5 inches, and has a sub MOA guarantee using factory ammunition. Obviously, it's designed to be an ultra lightweight backcountry hunting rifle. Now let's take a look at the Christensen Ridgeline. This one is chambered in 300 PRC, so it's a long action. Has a soft recoil pad. Nothing crazy about that. Sling swivel stud. And the stock on this, I'm a little unclear, but it seems to be some sort of like hybrid fiberglass stock in my opinion, material-wise. Slim palm swell compared to the Weatherby, and a little bit longer neck on this. All metal, bottom metal here with a floor plate. In 300 PRC, it's 3+1 capacity. TriggerTech field trigger as well in this one. Features a Remington 700 footprint receiver in action. Recoil lug is sandwiched between the receiver and the barrel. Has a side bolt release. Spiral fluted bolt, 2 locking lugs, 2 plunger ejectors, and a claw extractor on this. Little tactical bolt knob and skeletonized bolt handle. It's got a 90-degree bolt throw. This feels a lot smoother than the Weatherby, but it also feels a lot sloppier and looser when you run it. I believe this is spot bedded and pillar bedded into the receiver. I believe this receiver is spot bedded and pillar bedded. Coming forward, you have a slim profile fore-end. Barrel is free-floated and a front sling swivel stud. Carbon fiber wrapped Christensen barrel. And this is 26 inches, not including the muzzle brake in 300 PRC. And it features a radial muzzle brake. This is a stainless steel receiver and a stainless steel muzzle brake, I do believe. This rifle comes in at a weight of about 6.8 pounds, so almost exactly 1 pound heavier than the Weatherby. All right, now that we've taken a look at these two rifles, let's head to the range and see how they perform. Cycled nicely there. Let's put this one down into the mag well here. Yep, fed nicely. Ooh, I think think I pulled that one. So maybe just over MOA on that group. Not too shabby. That's more like it. Much better group. That looks about MOA or just sub MOA. And for a rifle this light, being in 300 PRC, I'm pretty pleased with that using factory ammunition. All right, now that we're back from the range, you probably say, well, you had some problems with the Weatherby initially with their factory ammunition brass getting stuck in the chamber, and that's true. I don't know if there was a burr in the chamber or if there was a head spacing issue, but over time, it's kind of worked itself out, so that makes me think maybe it was a burr in the chamber. I do recommend not just keep using it, but if you have a similar problem, take it into Weatherby. They do have excellent customer service. Fortunately, this rifle works good now, and I was able to harvest a caribou in Alaska for the first time with it. Go ahead and take a look at that video if you want. In closing, the fit, feel, and finish of the Weatherby, minus out the problems I had with the brass, is by far superior. The rifle shot slightly more consistently accurate than the Christensen, but I can't inherently say one is more accurate than the other because they're both ultralight rifles. There's human error involved, and a very small sampling of factory ammunition was involved. So can't definitively say one was actually more accurate than the other. The fit, feel, and finish of the Weatherby I do prefer more. It is lighter, so if I was going on an ultra lightweight, on an ultra backcountry hunt, probably pick the Weatherby. You probably say, well, you had problems with the Christensen too, and I did. I had a lot of problems with the Christensen, which is why it doesn't have a scope on it. It ejects the brass so vertically straight up that it hits the windage turret of every scope I've tried on it, and I've even moved the scope. So not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to try another scope with a really slim profile or low profile windage turret and see if it doesn't hit it, but it would actually hit it, drop back in, and then it would double feed. And it would also ruin the brass by cracking the rim. So because this gun is designed to have a scope mounted on it, I'm going to blame that one on Christensen and say they should have designed this to eject the brass further out the side. And maybe they did. Maybe this is just a one-off a lemon in that regard. So anyways, in closing, both rifles, ultra lightweight, both rifles are capable of sub-MOA. Both rifles have a sub-MOA guarantee, but both rifles I did have problems with. Now, the problems with the Weatherby kind of worked themselves out. So far, I haven't necessarily been able to work out the problems with the Christensen. Both have customer service that's excellent, and certainly I can have these fixed. Hope you enjoyed this comparison of the Weatherby Backcountry 2.0 versus the Christensen Ridgeline bolt-action rifle. Thanks for watching Bullets for Bucks. Check out this next video and subscribe.